give them something to talk about, class? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the language of mathematics. I'm Kim Sutton, and I'm thrilled you would join us. I want to start off by saying mathematics is a language to be spoken, a music to be heard, an art to be seen, and a dance to be performed. This evening, I want to go through really how to build up math language in your classroom. The districts that I have worked the longest with, where we have seen enormous gains in how children perform, have been tied in to the exposure children get to the language that allows them tools for communicating. I'm going to say to you this evening that there are some strategies that you can use in your classroom, and I want them to be ready to go for you. Was just how really motivating you can make things like math language with children, and some strategies that really get them talking math in your classroom. So that's what I'm going to share with you this evening. I want them to hear the language of mathematics in the classroom. Now, I want you to think about how a child learns language. I don't know, class. What is this? It's a table. How did you know it was a table when you were 18 months old? Did you take a vocabulary test? No, probably not. How did you know that thing was a table? Sure, you heard someone say, come to the table, sit down at the table, don't write on the table. That's how you knew that thing was a table. Math language is no different than that. I'm going to share some ideas with you this evening. There is a tool we're going to start off constructing right off the bat. It is a tool that I believe in. I've seen its success in many, many districts. Some of you have actually made this with me. Inside your toolkit, paperclip together, is a math dictionary. It looks like this. We actually Velcroed these to the calendar board. It starts the year, it's totally empty. And then as we encounter the math language, I'm the scribe. I'm going to write the word into the dictionary, and then we're going to either agree on a sentence of meaning or we're going to draw a picture for that. They love when it gets to be about April and they open the dictionary. There's so many words in here. We've learned a lot of language. You bet you have. Now, with K1, I wouldn't do independent dictionaries. It's just too cumbersome. From second grade on, though, it becomes a way to acknowledge how much language is learned during a given year. So one of my strategies this evening will be the dictionary. Heather said exactly what they will say. They fit together. So now all I'm doing, and I don't know what you think you do for a living, but I do this every day. You know what this is? I'm trying to get them to talk about and share what did they discover about the blocks. Uh-oh, she's going to say something important. Here's your charge. I want you to tell 5 of your colleagues this. By the end of 4th grade, in our state and every other state, there are 53 geometry terms alone children have to comprehend. 53. Now, here's the thing. People always say to me, there is no way there's 53 terms. But you know what? There are. You're going to find out as we even begin with a square, which is a part of the kindergarten standards, that there's a tremendous amount of language in describing that square.
Four angles, squares in the family.
Make it with me.
And a rectangle too.
That's a little harder.
Trapezoids in the family. Parallelogram and rhombus too.
Oh, we're getting good.
Quadrilaterals, 4 sides. Quadrilaterals, 4 angles. Quadrilaterals, 4 sides.
Now, I'm giving you an example of something that is bigger than memorizing the terminology. By doing something hands-on, you're creating a picture in your mind's eye. The need to express the understanding is through the language tools. So as we do something like this, the language is just a part of it, but it puts it with some meaning.
Triangles, triangles, triangles.
Are you
An
excited?
isosceles is a triangle with two equal sides. A scalene triangle has no sides the same.
Sing it.
Triangles, triangles, triangles. Triangles, triangles, triangles.
Now we're just going to trace around that. Now after you've done that, would you make a scalene? And you know what? If you teach that little song, when you say scalene triangle, they all do this. It's great. I actually watched that last year during our state assessment. Some students who were identifying triangles, and they were doing, I mean, you know, they're just thinking it because they know the song.
Askew is a good
Can you make a right triangle?